STAKK Nation, welcome back to the channel.
Champions.
Did you buy Bitcoin at the top?
I think a lot of people did.
Did you FOMO in at 69k?
Say no go to FOMO.
No go to FOMO. Okay? I know most of you bought it at the top. It's okay. It's fine. You don't need to feel bad about it. I did not buy it at the top. Okay? I know you were thinking I was going to say, well, it's okay. I bought it at the top. I did not buy it at the top. Okay?
This guy bought a ton of 15 or 16k, yo.
I bought a what?
Remember you dumped your 401k to buy a couple at 15 or 16k?
Yeah. And then I took it and went and traded it and lost it somewhere else. And so, you know, hey, the fact that I did not buy at the top does not mean I'm not doing other stupid shit. But, you know, I have to make you feel bad about buying at the top so I don't feel so bad about making stupid moves and losing what would have been just something that I should have just held onto and stayed there.
Lessons learned.
Lessons learned. And we hope that is the same lessons that you learned. Double O, what are we looking at here?
Today, we'll bring to you some live lessons of Bitcoin. And just like you, we sold our childhood house and we fell into some money. And the brothers and I decided to, hey, let's have some investment in the crypto space. Back then, I was still, you know, mingling and juggling around with the blockchains. And I set the percentage for Bitcoin.
Okay.
I'm glad to say that I have fully recovered the percentage of Bitcoin, even though we went through the FTX and the Terra Luna badness.
Yeah.
But I also did buy a couple of shitcoins.
Well,
and today we're giving you guys a report of why people say Bitcoin only.
Well, as we analyze the situation here, I think we could just look at, you know, we can simplify this and just say, hey, last year, in 2021, rather, right, before everyone bought at the top, where was the coin? And at this point in time, where is that coin now? Obviously, we already know that Bitcoin drives the market.
Yes, sir.
But like Double O said there, those Bitcoins are in the profit. My Bitcoins are in the profit now. Everyone's Bitcoin, well, maybe not everyone. If you bought at 69k, if you were not averaging down,
exactly, dollar cost averaging, right?
Profit will not come to you easy, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, looking at this here, obviously we saw back in November 21. I think that's
21. That's when the madness. That was when we made our prediction.
Yeah, we made a prediction there. We've made many predictions, huh? We've made many predictions. One day we'll find these videos and we'll just blast everyone with it. We see that this thing started ripping down from $69,000. We made it all the way down there to 15k, as we all know. But today, it seems to me that we are almost fully recovered. I mean, Bitcoin is closest to its previous all-time high at this point in time. What are some other ones we're comparing to here? We have Dogecoin.
Yeah, so before the Terra Luna situation and the FTX situation, people thought Bitcoin was going to bottom at maybe 42 or 38k and then 34k, and then it just never stopped. So during that process, of course, I did see hate on my Bitcoin.
Of course.
But yeah, there was still those other shitcoins that I was still holding on to that I was fully devastated about. And people like put all their money into these coins. And I say, you know what? The reality is if I've invested all those funds from the house into Bitcoin, I would have recovered and made a lot more money. But yeah, maybe it's not so-called altcoin season yet and I'm just running my mouth. But the reality is Bitcoin remains to be king. Because when I compare Bitcoin to, compare Dogecoin and Cardano and Solana to Bitcoin, man, what a huge difference. We are far, far behind.
Well, there is no altcoin season without Bitcoin.
True that.
Because Bitcoin, you know, pushes the market. So,
So looking at Dogecoin at that same time period.
Yeah, looking at that same time period for Dogecoin. We'll see that, I mean, we made it, first of all, we made it all the way to about 71 cents. And then looking at this was at 28 cents.
28 cents.
28 cents at the top of that candle there. And right now we are trading at what?
8 cents.
Okay. Not even close to 28 cents.
But I do see that there's an opportunity here. again, there's the Bitcoin only folks, and there's still those guys that mess around with these altcoins. If X was to implement payments, and Dogecoin happens to be one of those payments, given the fact that Bitcoin is king and is deciding where the markets go, I think there's an opportunity in Doge. But let me just keep quiet.
Look at that. Nice 260% if you make it back close to about 28 cents there.
Man,
You know,
that's yeah.
interesting situation.
Yep.
Then, of course, we'll go to Solana. Obviously, we see Solana is trying to make a strong comeback.
Mm-hmm.
The all-time high for Solana was $267.52. And
November
in
1st?
November, where are we? Well, let's go with, November, actually. That was actually November. In November, that $267 all-time high there, we made it all the way down to about 20 cents. Was that 20? No, sorry, not $20. $12. $12 was our low there.
Wow.
Yes, and we are currently trading at 108. So really, if you got in at the bottom, around that $18 price point there, right now, you are living almost lavish.
Yep.
Okay.
But compared to Bitcoin, though, you're still way behind.
Absolutely. Compared to Bitcoin, it's certainly still way behind. I mean, if we look at this move from here going up to $267 there, look at about a 148% move heading up that way.
Yeah, still got a long way to go.
Right, exactly. On Bitcoin, on the other hand, if you look at from where it is right now to the previous high, you see that we are just about 42% away.
Yep.
Shorter distance, right? So that makes sense. I guess, someone could also say, well, if I had $1,000 and I bought Solanas instead or Dogecoins instead of Bitcoins, do I stand to make more there? Well, that's also one side you can look at it from.
Chewy Cardano is
Finally, we look at Cardano. Charles Hodgkinson. And he's
leading everybody astray.
Yes. The guy does not look like he even has guidance himself. I saw him meditating in the snow. Madman. Look at that. At this point here in November 21, we're just keeping that time consistent there.
Yep.
$2.40.
Yep.
Cardano was trading at. Eventually, this proceeded to drop all the way down to about 25 cents.
Yep.
Right, which actually is making me think maybe this is an opportunity as I look at this now.
But would Cardano ever come back, though?
I mean, how much more further can it fall? We're now sitting around 54 cents for that one there. And as indicated earlier there by the questionable percentage drawing device.
Yep.
Here on TradingView, we see that we have about 358.
So Cardano is doing the worst of the bunch, followed by Doge.
Yeah.
And Solana.
And Solana. I think that's, for me, the lesson that I'll take away from this is that if you're holding altcoins and you're at the top of the market or you're in the profit, you should be collecting some profit. There is this thing that overcomes many of us. It's just human behavior where you might say it's going to keep going up. To go to the moon, you cannot just continuously go on one burner. Okay, there is one that takes you off, then the rocket splits, and then another second burn comes in, right, and keeps carrying you up.
Stage 1, stage 2,
You must accumulate and then collect profits, and then the next time that there's a bear market, you get in again, and then it moves you up.
Actually, get in and buy some Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Use your profits to accumulate Bitcoin.
Right. If you look at it, what that is first burner, pull back.
Stage 1.
Second burner, pull back. It's the same thing that everything is doing, and this pattern really occurs you see it appear in many things in life. It's called Fibonacci sequence. Yes, there we go. Anything else you want to add to this one? I think that it is interesting.
It's funny how you said that. That's just something that you just discovered and you don't know you just discovered it.
What's that?
Bitcoin is so natural. It's playing with the force of nature with the Fibonacci sequence. But when you look at the other coins and you look at their charts, they lack that sense of Fibonacci.
Yeah. They're just ranging. You never know.
You just dip down.
They can also get delisted.
Talk about it.
Delisting is not on Fibonacci sequence.
By the way, Solana is one of the most centralized coins out there too.
Oh yeah, it is actually. I feel like they're just always what is it?
Reinventing.
No, it's always crashing, and they're always having to. It's
Oh,
always
yeah.
being halted for some reason.
Didn't they just crash like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. It's always. Yes, 2 days ago it was a crash. You know.
Mhm.
Well, we have accepted it. It is one of those ratchet coins in our society that we have to deal with.
We can make money off of it though.
I'm never complaining about the money you can make off of it. I'm just not gonna be looking at it as something that
It's
I'm
a lifesaver.
expecting something monumental from it, because most of these things, anything that they are creating already exists.
Mm.
Now they just put decentralized behind it and then try to sell it again, call it a blockchain situation. It's decentralized, just to come, like you've already said, it's centralized. Right. So do not be lied to. Definitely pay attention to Bitcoin. Take time understanding Bitcoin, because if you sell Bitcoin into fiat, understand that you're selling into a losing situation, because inflation is not going to stop. Taxes will not stop. There's many factors, a few factors around the same thing that keep diminishing the value of your money. So, incredible one, you know. I was gonna say, I wonder how BitBoy Crypto is doing.
Oh man, that guy needs some psychiatric.
But we see that
Yep.
he got wrecked in the market so hard, even his Lambo was taken. But I'll leave it there. Anything else, Double O?
I find it interesting that even though they came hard for CZ, CZ accumulated enough Bitcoin to the point that he's still making enough money. As the whole entire
The guy is a
SEC
champion.
is coming after him.
The guy is a champion. The guy is a champion. The guy is a champion. In fact, everything that is happening to him right now, the legality is questionable. Very, very questionable, you know. But you know what? The day for that is coming. We'll address it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found this entertaining. Please like the video, share, subscribe to the channel. Share the video with your friends as well. We are also on X as STAKK, and of course on Spotify as STAKK. Until next time, praise and out.
Double O.
Hey.